What's up everyone, it's the Action Figure Freak once again with another Star Wars Sunday with the Star Wars Black Series, The Phantom Menace. So we get Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi as the Padawan, and Darth Maul 3-pack. I already got the revived Clone Wars Darth Maul, but like that 3-pack is pretty cool, pretty amazing, and like there's Liam Neeson in it. Come on, Liam Neeson! So yeah, I would say let's stop the talking for a second and get this thing open. Okay, and here all three of them are right out of the box, and I gotta say, oh my god, these are bad as hell. As you can see already, I'm skipping the 360 on this part real quick. We're gonna look at each of these figures one by one. But as you know, I'm not a big fan of the Black Series articulation of Hasbro. And I'm not a big fan that they can't make these capes here with wires. That would add a lot to these figures. And like Jada Toys shows off, they can do it on a cheap price scale. So Hasbro should be able to do that really easy. But yeah. Let's look at each of these figures individually, and yeah, in the end, I'll drop my rating 1 to 10. Let's start off with Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, Qui-Gon Jinn here, I just took off his robe, as well as the Obi-Wan robe. It's detachable. I don't know if it's possible with the Darth Maul one, but we'll look into that in a few minutes. First up on the articulation, we've got a vertical hinged head. I think that's not too bad. Should work perfectly. The face scan looks absolutely like Liam Neeson. I think that one is really good, and he was really cool as Qui-Gon Jinn. When I was a kid, I didn't even realize it was him. But yeah, we get these bad swiveled shoulder joints, no ball jointed shoulders. They mostly do it for the look here, but if they are all about the looks, make wired capes. That's one of the big problems. The cowl, they always kind of pull it together in the box, so it's not looking weird, but if you want to let it hang down to the back, it will always drop high. It's pretty weird. But yeah, let's see. We get the one-jointed swiveled elbows. That's pretty okay. We get a horizontal hinge hand on both hands. We get horizontal hinged hands on both sides. Maybe because of the big forearms here, but like, come on, just change that shit up. Sabered characters should always have, or everyone who takes something in the hand, guns, swords, lightsabers, anything like that, should have vertical hinged hands. I don't get that. We get not even something where it can move pretty good on the hips. We just got basic hip swivels. That's bad. That's really bad. We have ball jointed legs on here. These are moving pretty good. We got swivels here, double jointed pinned knees. Why pinned knees? And yeah, no boot swivels. Also an absolute shame. We have vertical swivel, vertical hinged feet as well as foot swivels. So yeah, that's mostly all to Qui-Gon Jinn. Mine one got here a little bend in his boot, which is pretty bad. But yeah. Let's see about the lightsaber of Qui-Gon Jinn. I think the green tone is really fitting. Can kinda see it. It's pretty good. He also got a pinhole, a pin so that you can attach the saber to his belt. I think that's pretty nice. And I also have to appreciate, look at the belt. Mostly on Marvel Legends and other figures, these belts are just painted in one thing, in one paint. Here we get a full paint. That's pretty good. Let's attach the lightsaber to Qui-Gon Jinn. And yeah, that's what I mean. You can't really pose the lightsaber that good because you can't move it vertically hinged. They made the hand kinda angled here and a little loosened up so you can kinda play around, but it's not the same, Hasbro. It's not the same. Then we got Obi-Wan, and that's weird. He's better articulated than Qui-Gon Jinn. First up, we've got butterfly jointed shoulders in here. That makes it a little better. I mean, we still don't have ball jointed shoulders, but that still adds a little bit. We got a double-sided neck joint, which is pretty good. Like, it's, as always, as a lot of times, it's a little weird in there. The Ewan McGregor face scan, I think that one is also pretty good. So the eyes look really nice. And the hair paint job is also pretty good. Pretty good. And we get the one ponytail here hanging on the side to his chest. Pretty good. The arms are the exact same articulation. We still got here horizontal hinged hands. I'm flipping out. But yeah, here we get the lower swiveled hips. So that one has a little more articulation. Still not a big fan of that. But as you see, there's a lot of more articulation possible. We get the same kinda ball jointed legs. But if you can see, the pins in here are going sideways kinda. It's a little different than I know it. So that one could be pretty good, could be better. We get also double jointed pinned knees, vertical hinged feet, as well as swivels. So yeah, basically the same, just with butterfly joints, a double-sided neck joint, and that hip swivel. His robe looks also exactly the same. Here we get the lightsaber. The handle looks pretty good. I kind of remember the Obi-Wan lightsaber handle had some gold in there, but I'm not too sure. The color of the saber itself, of the blade, looks also really good. And also that has a pin that you can attach to the belt. Really good, really nice. Let's attach the saber and see. Okay, his hand is a little less angled than Qui-Gon's, but it's still angled, so we got something here. Let's see about Darth Maul. Okay, on Darth Maul, I'm not even trying to pull that all off. I think it looks really nice, so mostly that part here, that's love to detail. I really like that. But what I don't understand is when they made so many cloth pieces here, why not making it completely different with a way better movable body down under there? But they didn't. They made the articulation even worse. So we got normal ball jointed legs, as it seems. Yeah, normal ball jointed legs. These are cut out there pretty good and big, so it should allow a lot of articulation on there. But we got one jointed swiveled knees, which is stupid. I think it's pretty good that they made here a lot of layers on the skirt, so that makes the leg articulation even better. Still, it's less than we had before. We get a shin swivel here, which is amazing. But like, because of the big ass pants, it can't really move that much. Vertical hinged feet as well as foot swivels. What we got here, we got the same as Obi-Wan, the swiveled lower hip swivels. Double jointed neck, so that's pretty good. The robe here looks pretty nice, as it would stay in place. We get also butterfly jointed shoulders, which is pretty nice. No ball jointed shoulders, like there they could have hide that under all the cloth soft goods parts. They didn't do it. And one jointed swiveled elbows, and now to the important part. We got, okay, that looks like it's neither of them. It's not a horizontal hinged and not a vertical hinged hand. It's kind of a ball jointed hand. At least it looks like that. Let's see about his other hand, because I never have seen that on Black Series figures so far. Let me try to detach it. Like, yeah, that's new. That's definitely new. It's worse than everything I've ever seen. That could be that they used that on the other two as well, but like, come on, Hasbro. There's different possibilities to make that. But yeah, they decide to make ball jointed kinda hands. I'm not sure if that's working good. But yeah, that mostly to the figure. Let's take a look at the face paint real quick. The eyes look really intimidating and better than the one that I have. The horns and everything, the face paint itself is also really good. I'm really happy with that. It looks really nice so far. And here we get the double-sided lightsaber. So the color tone is pretty good. I think it's nice that you can detach it to play the scene. And also, they made a kinda squared hole in there. So squared on one side, rounded on the other one. So you can't pull it into the wrong position. It's not getting that wheelie. We don't get these kinda dots around the lightsabers anymore. So these are holding pretty well. So yeah, let me pose around with all these real quick, and then I'll drop a rating 1 to 10. So yeah, well, let's do that. So I've been playing around with these for around 5 minutes now, and I gotta say, actually, the Darth Maul figure is the best one. Okay, they're gonna fall. Oh, they didn't fall. Okay, yeah, Darth Maul is actually the best one out of this set. I have a few facts about this figure that I didn't mention, that I just realized a few minutes ago. And another difference that I randomly realized, the cape of Qui-Gon is accurately to the movie a little darker than the one of Obi-Wan. Makes sense, he's the youngling, he's the Padawan. He got his robe a little later than Qui-Gon Jinn, so it looks a little cleaner. Yeah, so both of these got horizontal hinged hands. Darth Maul got them a little different. I think vertical hinged hands on Darth Maul would have been good enough. So the other one that I have had that kind of articulation, and poses like this have been no problem at all. One other part that I missed showing you, first up under his rope on the belt here, he also got a peg hole. So right here, there's a peg hole to attach his lightsaber. I don't know how good that will work. Here's the peg on the handle itself. And another detail is, that's pretty amazing, he not only got new hand articulation, he also has that wrist swivel. I don't know how much that gives to the figure. not really, at least. But like, yeah, it's there. Just wanted to tell you guys. But yeah, that's a pretty interesting 3-pack. So I would say it's sad that the Qui-Gon figure is the worst articulated one, because that was mainly the reason I got this 3-pack. I have to say the Darth Maul is insanely good, so I mostly like the cloth cape here, the way it looks on his hat, because I pulled it off and on a few times. Played around with that a little, and it still stays in a good position. Let me take it off real quick and align it a little different. Let the horn stab it a little bit, and it still had that kind of rounded shape. So I really like that. But yeah, I wouldn't pay the full price again. So I'm pretty sure I paid something like 100 euros. Normally that should be 90, but they raised the prices a little bit. And yeah, I paid around 100 euros, which I think is too much. I wouldn't pay 90 again. I would get this around 70. So if you see it for a price like 70 euros, it's okay. It's okay for that price. If you want it for display reasons and stuff, like, for that it's good. And a Darth Maul figure in the collection is always nice to have. But I'm not really satisfied with it. That makes me a little sad. Also, for the big price that we got here. Yes, we get 3 figures, but like, it's still pretty expensive, and I'm not too happy with it. And another thing is, like, these cowls here of the Jedis, they should make them with wires, just a few wires. That would change a lot. But yeah, I would give this 3-pack a solid 6.5 out of 10. It's pretty okay. I like the new hand articulation on Darth Maul. I'm not... It's growing on me, but like... still not that special. And the most detail is in Darth Maul. The most work is in Darth Maul. And the other two look like just 2 reused Jedi bodies with a few differences. So 6.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, something like this. I wouldn't give it a higher rating. But yeah, since that's pretty much all for today, I hope you could all like and subscribe for more like this. Have an absolutely awesome day. And now it's finally time to say, action out.